What is going on, Multiversers? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the Yay or Nay series. Today we got a character that I believe is being heavily underlooked for this game, and that is Maxwell from the Scibblenauts franchise. Now this dude has limitless potentials just due to his magic notebook. In his game, you can literally just type any word you want and that object will just appear. It's really cool. Obviously for Multiversus, you're not gonna have time to type in words for attacks, so you'll probably have to do like a menu that pops up, so something similar to Hero from Smash Ultimate, or maybe Shulk with his Minato arts, like a selective wheel, and you choose something real quick. But each selective wheel or menu will have like multiple options you can choose from, and then you have to choose like a specific attack for different situations. That's why Maxwell would make for such a perfect support type character, just because he's got so many different options for different situations. Yeah, he's perfect for support. So let's start off with the first grounded side attack. And I got a few different options. Again, it'll be a selective wheel or a drop down menu or something like that. First up, he could summon out a giant T-Rex. And the T-Rex just kind of comes out, maybe does like one massive chomp forwards, and then it just disappears. Maybe it does two chomps forwards. I don't know, maybe it takes a step forwards, and you know, the step itself can also kind of cause damage if the opponent's close enough, and then it takes a chomp. But either way, summons out a T-Rex. Not a bad idea. Another one, Cthulhu, whatever you want to pronounce it, I don't care. But this thing comes out and maybe just kind of does like a big front kick like you see in the little clip here. So it's an option. Got two big bodies that kind of get summoned out, do an attack real quick, and then they just disappear. They won't stick around. They're just kind of like a one use and disappear. And by the way, all these selective wheel, all these abilities we'll call them, they do all have their own cooldown, so you can't just keep spamming like the T-Rex over and over and over and over again. Now, once you use the T-Rex, it goes on cooldown for, you know, X amount of seconds, and you can't use it again. But again, if you want to use another grounded side attack, you have multiple options to choose from, so that's kind of cool, right? To help make up for the cooldown from the other ones. And then the last one for grounded side special, gotta have a little bit of fun with it, so why not summon out your mom? I'm not joking. This is actually something you could do in Scibblenauts. Summon out your mom. This mother-like figure, I guess that's what we'll call it, appears and just kind of attacks forward. Same idea. Comes out, does an attack, and then kind of just disappears. It's, I don't know, you gotta have some fun with it, because again, the magic notebook can like make anything happen, so let's have a little bit of fun with this, right? Now let's move on to the neutral special options. Got a couple here, so first up, something simple. Why not a slingshot? This thing, Maxwell pulls out a slingshot, and he just kind of, you know, he could probably aim it up and down for a bit better control, but then he just fires out a small little projectile. You know, anybody that's played Villager in Smash Bros, how he's got that for his forward air, so something like that could work pretty well. Just a simple little projectile. Or if you don't like, say you don't like the slingshot, what about a flamethrower? Oh, that'd be perfect. That'd be perfect. You just kind of pull out the flamethrower, and then you press and hold the attack button, and it just continuously spits out flames, you know, like a flamethrower does. So a couple different options there for neutral special. Now on to up special, where we got a couple more options. Again, another selective wheel, another drop down menu, whatever you think works. But up special, first up, the helicopter. This one, Maxwell jumps into a helicopter and it flies straight up. There's no control movement for horizontal. It just goes straight up. Of course, the blades on the helicopter will be dealing damage to any opponent that is above them. So, you know, if your opponent's above you and you want to go up for this attack, sure, it's not going to be a giant helicopter, so it's not going to take up like half the stage, but it'll have decent size to it. I mean, it is a helicopter. You kind of get the idea from the clip here, but that's that. But then we could also go with a jetpack. This one will have much more control, flying left to right, horizontal, vertically. You have more control on this one, but this one is not really for a damaging attack, although the flames coming out of the jetpack, that is probably where the damage will be coming from. But again, this one is more for helping you get back to the stage. The helicopter's more for, sure, I need to jump up, just get, you know, you just need height on something. Of course, it'll deal damage, like I said, with the blades on the helicopter rotating, but there's a couple options for up special. And now for down special. For this one, like I said, I do believe that Maxwell is perfect as a support character. So what if he can do something that supports his teammates? What if he's got a menu that literally says heal? Like Maxwell just throws out like you select heal, and real quick you and your teammate, you heal, I don't know, 5% health or something like that. Again, the ability will be on cooldown, so you can't spam this to be annoying, and then, well, that's just kind of broken if you can just heal back down to 0. But, heal it once, boom, 5% damage if you want to heal that. Something like that. That again, he could come out and, you get power or strength, right? So powers up you and your teammate for a small duration of time, so your attacks deal more damage for a small period of time. Or you could even give them like armor, like defense, right? So you and your teammate will receive like less knockback for a duration. So in a way, you kind of receive not super armor. Well, I guess I just said that perfectly earlier. You just receive less knockback from attacks. Maybe you take less damage from attacks as well. Again, for a small duration of time, but there you go. There's just some options for his attacks. And now on to the alternate costume portion. So first up, it is WB. So I'll throw in 2 WB ideas for costumes. You could go with a Batman costume idea. That's very well possible, as you can see here. We could also go with, say, the Joker skin. We could go with that one as well. That works. That works as well. But there's many ideas. You could come up with whatever one you want, but just a few more. What about the combat medic? You could throw this one on. I don't know. I think it looks fine. It works as an alternate costume. Or, one more idea. What about like him being an artist? Just throw on the little artist hat and you got the outfit on. It's an artist look. You get it. There's many ideas for alternate costumes for Maxwell. So throw down whatever you think works best. But yeah, there's just a few options for alternate costumes. And now I'm going to give my, opinion. I'm going to say yay. I love unique fighters that are mainly, you won't really see it like from anybody else on the roster. And I believe Maxwell's got that with the idea that he can summon out and create anything for an attack, and then giving him multiple options like I was kind of demonstrating through the video. Selective wheel, the drop down menu type thing, where you could just select whatever you want that kind of fits the situation. I believe Maxwell will be such a fun character, and plus I like the character. I do honestly think he's being very underlooked for the game, so I'm giving him a yay. Let me know what you guys got down in the comments. Yay or nay. That's simple. You know what else is simple? The updated stats. Well, maybe that's not simple, but we got the updated yay or nay stats. So let's throw it over to Slackerz for the update. What? I'm Slackerz. Throw it over to me. Updated stat time. All right, first group of 6. We got 1 through 6, obviously, but we got some big changes this week. A lot of changes. We got, I believe, 3 characters making their debut, and you see one of them is debuting in 3rd place. So top 2 characters, Daffy Duck is still number 1. Wile E. Coyote still 2nd place. Raven debuts in 3rd place. Raven comes in with 89 total votes, 85 yeses, 4 no's, and a 95.5% yes to no ratio. Pretty good for Raven. Johnny Bravo ends up dropping 1 spot. He's now at 94.54%. Then we got Rick Sanchez, who moved up to 5th place. He's at a 93.33%. And then 6th place is Samurai Jack with a 92.3%. So pretty good. Again, Daffy Duck leading the way with 99.35% yes to no ratio. That's absolutely crazy. And now for 7 through 12, we got The Mask. Yeah, that's right. The Mask is in 7th place. I didn't see that one coming. But he had a good debut last time we seen the stats. But he's in 7th with 91.89%, followed by Mordecai, who had a bad week. He ended up dropping 1.68%. So yeah, not the greatest, but he's in 8th place. Animaniacs actually rose slightly percentage-wise. They're in 9th place with 91.37. Then we got Ben 10, one of the biggest droppers of the week. Ben 10 had been in the top 6 forever, and now he's number 10. Yeah, there's a lot of people that came by and were like, nope, I don't like Ben 10. So they voted nay. So yeah, Ben 10 is now down to 90.90%. Then we got Fred Flintstone in 11th with 90.62. And rounding out the top 12 is the Joker with 88.09%. Next group of 6, we have 13 through 18. Look at that, the 13 and 14. We got the Kaijus. We got King Kong in 13th place with 87.65% yes to no ratio, followed by Godzilla with an 86.77%. Then we got Scorpion from Mortal Kombat, 86.45%. And then Ed, and Eddie, the second of 3 debuting characters this week, debuting in 16th place, not bad. 81 total votes, 70 of those were yeses, 11 no's, and that comes out to an 86.41%. So there, look at that. Ed, and Eddie are only 0.04% behind Scorpion. Very close race right there, very close race. But then we got Emmett in 17th place from the Lego Movie with an 84.7. And then Popeye. Popeye was one of the bigger risers this week in terms of percentage-wise. He rose 1.09%. And Popeye's got an 83.75%. So there you go. There's your top 18, but we still got more to go. 19 through 24. Scooby-Doo coming in at 19th place. He did rise very slightly percentage-wise. He's at 83.72. Then we got Static Shock, who I believe was the second biggest dropper of the week. He lost 4.5%. That's nuts. But he's at 83.33%. Then we got Black Hat, who fell a little bit, 82%. You got Mau Mau in 22nd place with a 79.94. Although Mau Mau rose 1.16%. Pretty good. And then Gumball, I believe Gumball was the biggest riser percentage-wise, which was 1.25% from last week. So Gumball is up to 79.61%. Gumball's getting up there. And then 24th place, the villain, Vilgax, who dropped over 2%. He's now down to 78.33%. Now on to 25 through 30. We got Mojo Jojo, big drop. Lost 2.72%. I know 2.72% doesn't seem like a lot, but for these stats, yeah, that's like ginormous. That's ginormous. So Mojo's now under 76%. But then Pennywise, the biggest dropper of the week, lost 5.91%. A lot of people don't like Pennywise because he's too brutal, apparently. So yes, Pennywise is now down to 75.34%. Then you got Pibby. Pibby fell percentage-wise as well, 75.26%. Then we got Sonic, who actually fell up about half a percentage, down to 65.57. Jotaro from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Jotaro doing better, moving up almost 0.5%, so up to 61.42%. And then Spinel, also moving up percentage-wise, up to 57.95%. And that leaves us with the last 2 characters. The third of 3 debuting characters, Walter White from Breaking Bad. 70 total votes, 37 yeses, 33 no's, 52.85%. Almost pretty close to being split there. It's either, yeah, you like him, or no, the people did not like him. Maybe it had to... There was a few comments, yes, there was a few comments that said no real-life characters. Although, yeah, Arya Starks is still a thing. LeBron James probably a thing. I mean, and then speaking of LeBron James, he's still in last place for the series, but 94 total votes, 33 yeses, 61 no's. But LeBron James actually rose 1.77%. Now that I think about that, I think LeBron James was the biggest riser of the week, percentage-wise. LeBron James was the biggest riser, so he's going in the right direction. But yeah, 35.1% for LeBron James. That is going to be it for the yay or nay stats. Again, let me know what you guys got about Maxwell from Scribblenauts. Yay or nay down in the comments. That's it. Hope you enjoyed, and I guess I'll see you when I'm looking at you.